In this Django tutorial, we are going to talk about the Django apps and URL mapping. In the previous lesson, we have installed our Django library and also we have created our first project in Django. Now let's talk about the Django apps. Right. Django apps are used to group application functionality. A project can contain as many apps as you need. For example, if you want to create a project for a news website, right, you can create an app for health news, another one for technology news, another for about me information, and another for contact us. There are no strict rules to the number of apps in a Django project. The purpose of Django apps is to group application functionality to make work easier. So Django apps are normally contained in subdirectories inside a project. Okay, now let's create our first Django app in our my site project. For example, I'm going to call my app as pose, but you can name what you want. You can create the app in Django by using the following command. Right, I'm going to move to the my site directory. Right, in our my site directory, I will type in Python manage.py startup pose. We are going to name our app pose. Right. So as you can see here, a subdirectory was created here called pose. In the pose directory, there is the init.py. As we said earlier, it allows Python. It is a Python file that allows packages to be imported from other directories. We have the migrations folder directory here. This one, it contains migrations applied to the apps database definitions that are the module classes. We have the admin.py, the file with admin definitions. Right, for the app, it contains the modules which we will view in the Django admin. We also have the apps file with the configuration parameters for the app. We have the modules.py here with the database definitions, that is the module classes for the app. We also have the test.py, the file with the test definitions for our app. So we want to do some URL mapping here. Okay. So what we need to do here is we need to move to our views.py. A view is nothing but it's just Python regular functions. For example, in here I want to create an index view, and after that I want to map the URL with the index view. So we open our pose app and then we move to the views.py. Right. In my view here, I want to use HTTP response. So I'm importing HTTP response. And I'm going to create a function called index. Right. This view here, my function here is going to return an HTTP response. Hello world, you are at the pose index. Right, as you can see here, now we have created our view function. It is time to map this with the URL. So we create a new Python file, add the name of urls.py in the pose app. So here we are creating the file called urls. Right, in this app, I'm going to import path from django.urls. Right. Then I'm going to import my view from the views app, which is the index. Afterwards, I'm going to create my URL patterns, right? We have the path with a root, an empty root, an empty string, right here, and it maps our view, the index view, which we created in our views.py. Now we need to tell Django about this file, the urls.py. Uh, we now need to tell Django in the urls.py, which is located in the my site project. So here we are moving. Let's move to our my site and URLs. Right here, I want to include the URLs from the pause app. So I'm going to import include from Django.urls as well. And here I'm going to include, right? Okay, we can start by defining the path actually. We have the path, and we need a path which moves to an um, empty argument. And here we're going to include our URLs from the pause. Right, now let's run our project to see the result. So before moving on, what we did here is we created a view here, index, which returns an HTTP response hello world, and after that we created URLs in the pause app here, and we added the view for the index, and in the my site URLs we added the root to the URLs in the pause URLs. So now we need to run our server and see the result. All right, let's go to our URL and see the outcome. As you can see here, we get the result. Hello world, you are at the pause index. That was it for our Django, for our routes, for our routing in Django.